Hi everyone, welcome to Amaranth. These are general messages for the collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter placements. Let's get into it. So the first card you have, Aquarius, is number 23 and it says Maya, how she spins. So number 2, 3 and 5 are coming through prominent with this energy. Do you see here there is a person who's sitting on a surface like the moon. It doesn't feel like she's on the earth. It looks like she's on the moon. She has the spinning wheel with her, but she's really not spinning. I don't see, there are no threads or nothing is getting weaved. So she's ready to weave something. She's ready to create something. And the thing about this picture here is through the table that she has on which the spinning spindle is there. At the bottom of that, if you see, there is a small triangular area which is differently colored than the rest of the surface on which she's seated. Oh, just that little bit of area. So it's not different. It just appears different. It's the illusion that it's different. It kind of is blending in with the color of her robe, the clothes she's wearing, and the spindle. Oh my God. So there is something beautiful, when it comes to illusion, especially when magicians perform their tricks and, all of the tricks that you see on TV or on the real theaters and things like that, that's all an illusion, and it's beautiful. But the flip side of illusion is also danger because it's dangerous. Sometimes they make believe things that are not for real. So at this point in time, Aquarius, for you, I feel that the energy is that she's trying to create an illusion that she's spinning over here, this person. So somebody might be creating these kind of illusions around you. It could be in any area of your life. So not everything that you are seeing or hearing is the complete truth. Some of you might be even believing some things that might not be the full truth. And for you, Aquarius, you are the 11th house energy. You are future thinkers. You are the rebels of the zodiac, right? You're independent thinkers. So you, because of the current transits of Pluto and Neptune and their aspects, there is a chance that in the next 6 months, these kind of illusions could be created around you. So you are, maybe seeing a version of something or presentation of something and you're idealizing it, but it's not for real. That's not what it is. It could be some products like they market on TV and when you buy, it's completely different. A lot of machines are advertised, but nobody tells us about their, sorry about that, nice. Yeah, so all the products that are advertised, nobody tells about the warranties. Nobody tells about the guarantees. Nobody tells about the side effects. Nobody tells about the price of it and the hidden cost of it and things like that. So along the similar lines, you could be hearing information that might not be the full truth. It could be in relation to stocks and finances is what I'm picking up for the most part, but it could be in any area. It could be some resources. It could be companies. It could be also about, information or data in general. So now you will have to do some research. You will have to dig up information in order to get to the truth of it. So you'll need to filter out the misinformation from the right information. Because at this point in time, your ideologies, the way you view things, the way you perceive things is kind of to the test. It's like when you sign the contract to work for a company and you don't see the underlying rules, like or the perks or the benefits, and then you discover that it was not what you thought, or it was not spoken to you directly, or things like that. Something could be flawed or missing. You could discover something that you bought into something, maybe a contract or a company or a project or, information that might not be true. That might be a um, projection of some sort, or a Maya, or an illusion of some sort. It's not all gloom and doom here with Maya, because, see, illusion is not completely bad, right? Like I said, it's a part of the creation of beauty. When we go into those mirror rooms, that's an illusion. When we see hundreds of us because of the mirrors that are created, there's not really hundreds, it's just an illusion. So it's beautiful when we get into those areas. But at the same time, when it impacts our personal life, our finances, the information, our relationships, that's when we need to question, like, is this for real, or is this some kind of projection, or is there a masking of some information? And some of you might actually be digging up information, learning about some true psychology, could be into astrology and some studies. Some of you could actually be fact-checking things. You might uncover some data that has been buried, maybe in politics or health, or in some area of your life, maybe in your family. So you'll need to now see what's real and what is projected, or what is just your imagination, or what you thought it was. Because sometimes we assume, we think more than what it truly is. It's like when you go reserve a hotel, they put a different picture of it. And when you go there, you find the hotel room is completely different from what was advertised. So that's the kind of illusion we're talking about over here. So it might require for you to unpack some things and get to the reality of it. It's just like when we think our wishful thinking, sometimes we project it onto the real world and start assuming things. Like people feel that, this person is meant for them or something like that. It's just a visual thinking. And later on, when they actually see the reality of the person, and then they're like, what was I thinking? It's that kind of an illusion. So truths will definitely come out. You might need to work around that. You might need to, do some damage control. But be mindful, because this energy might be here to stay for another few months or weeks. So be mindful, be discerning, get to the fact, get to the bottom of things. Don't get lost in, in virtual reality, and just like a lot of companies these days are creating those, illusionary games. Entire worlds are created as an illusion, it's just another, era of digitalization. So don't get lost into those kind of information. The next card you have, Aquarius, is number 10, and it says Sun in Capricorn. Further, it says TAURUS, and it says work diligently towards your goals. And there is a pyramid out here. So, Aquarius, you have the energy of your neighboring house, which is Capricorn, house number 10. It's the house of hard work, diligence, ambitions, ruled by Saturn. This is like putting in the work time, day in, day out, getting recognized for your efforts. It's the pin, because the Capricorn is the mountain god, which means highly ambitious, putting in the work, endurance, through planning and strategizing and having that self-discipline and the patience to put in the work and to see the projects to the end, or whatever you're working on. So I feel, Aquarius, for you right now, and this is more about elevation. You see the pyramid over here? This is like you are elevating in some way. For a lot of you, I feel that there is some idea that you had which might be different. The Aquarian energy, which is of unconventional ideas and breakthroughs and breakthrough moments and, internet and technology and groundbreaking things. So you could be actually working on an idea that you had, and you're actually, now it's manifesting for you. Now you're seeing the tangible results of it. You're seeing the progress. Maybe you've been at it for a long, long time, planning, structuring things, that aligning the resources, and even working on the framework. But now you're actually starting to see the results come of it. And this is not the fast fame kind of recognition that you're getting in right now. This is the recognition that everyone deserves, who has been working, for a long, long time with a lot of integrity, put in that hard work. So for a lot of you, I feel that you might be rising in ranks, maybe you're rising to influential positions, or you're connecting with influential people that will that will enable you or support you in your endeavors in the future. This could also be like some things, maybe if it's a personal project, you might be at the position right now where you have some stability in your personal projects, and now it's starting to bring in some money. So you're actually creating a company, like opening an incorporation out of it. For some of you, this could be that it's about brands, that you're getting. Like, not everybody gets those high profile brands. So some of you might be actually looking for brands because you might be working on unconventional ideas. Some of you could be opening startups and you're pitching it to investors. So this is like, where you have been putting in the work, Aquarius, and now it's, now it's gaining traction. It's gaining attention of people in the higher ups. People, that are policy makers or change makers or decision makers. Those people are noticing you. Because you've been, at it for a long time and you've been working at it diligently. Because Sun and Capricorn energy is known as the timekeeper spotlight, for those of you who don't know, because, it's said that people with this kind of placements, they actually bring about so much changes and so much accomplishments in companies. And their work is remembered for a long, long time. So I feel that, it's just like the a moon project, the Artemis program, which is sending people to moon and back. So it's a high status project. It requires huge grants, and people have been at it for a long, long time. So it could be that kind of an energy out to those kind of projects. For some of you, this could also be, community projects that you're undertaking, or maybe just government positions that you're undertaking. This could also be something as a side gig that you had. You're actually turning it into a formal business. But this is also connecting with people in the higher ups, people that are, influential people that have that kind of reputation for excelling at their work, so that you can collaborate with them and deliver good quality products. Some of you could actually be getting recognition and awards for your contribution to industries. It's like the energy where when the starting people that play the music and instruments and the musicians, they start really small. They play small gigs and things like that for years. And then finally they get their breakthrough moment and they're called in white at, a mega festival, or they start their own tours or something like that. It's that kind of a momentous occasion for you. Some of you could be participating in sports as well. The sport teams that are created for, they are built, the sports team, the sports dynasties, as they say, they are built through years and years of training and development of the athletes, right? It's not one day thing. So it's that energy which you're heading into or you're already in. The next card you have, Aquarius, is number 3636, Beyond Fear. So 3, 6, and 9 are coming through, importing with this energy. Now, look at this picture. There is a person that just jumped off the helicopter or a plane or something that he was sitting in before, and I don't even see a parachute on him. So I would be freaking out in such a situation. But for this person, he's smiling, so he's not afraid of fear. And I feel for Aquarius, for Aquarian energy, for the collective Aquarian energy, this is the kind of energy that actually plays out where, fear is not your enemy. It tells you that you're expanding and growing beyond your comfort zone, right? So, somebody told me that fear is just the mind's gatekeeper. And I feel this person in the picture is just walking through that gate anyway. And, even in the, if I recall correctly, there are a lot of shamanic traditions where fear actually is, fear is actually seen as a guardian spirit that's there at the thresholds. And that happens, this guardian spirit comes up when we are making important decisions or making huge transformations and transitions, at the point of big initiations. And it's a saying and that I had read in a book once where to pass through that gate, that portal or that threshold, you must actually look at this guardian spirit in the eye, thank the guardian spirit for initiating, and then step forward to embrace the challenge and whatever comes with that, thrust or with that initiation. So I feel that some of you might be into these kind of sports. Maybe you're learning survival skills. Maybe you're in the military getting trained, get through, to handle such situations. It feels like that. But this adds to resilience, and it has been proved time and time again by the neuroscientists as well. If you read those books on neuroscience, scientists have said that when people feel that fear, it activates a certain part of our brain. But if you're able to act in those moments of fear, it actually, your brain will register it as an act of resilience. So that fear gets transformed into, that you were not afraid of it. You actually engaged with that fear and overcame it. So that becomes registered as an act of resilience in your brain, and that's how it gets wired. So some of you could be doing brave things. Don't risk anything, guys. Don't risk it if it's, something that can disrupt you in a big way. Don't risk it, especially if you're in sports like that. I'm not a proponent of any of this because I am fearful of this myself. But I'm kind of just giving you a feel of the energy that, where there's boldness, maybe you're launching businesses or, pitching to customers for bigger grants, very bigger grants. I also remember where somebody was sharing with me that a person left their stable corporate job to become a photographer. But, hey, it was a bold risk. According to me, it was a bold move. Like, you leave your financial security and go, but then, that's the Aquarian energy that must have played out for that person at that point in time. At least it's the own energy might have played out for that person. So definitely you're not in a place of comfort, Aquarians. And I feel that through this experience, you will evolve in a mega way. This is a quantum leap into evolution for you. And the last card for today, you have Aquarius, is the Sun of Wands. Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius of the fire elements. This is equivalent to the Knight of Wands. Now, if you see the picture, there is a snake which is coiled in like a little bit of an S shape, and his head is high. His tongue is flicking, and there is a worm that is coiled on. Right? So snake is all about Kundalini energy, the creativity, the passion, the power. And the snake looks ready to strike, right? Whenever, when the time is right. When the time is right is the key. So I also feel that you have something in mind, It's like you're moving, you're ready to move, but you're not being impulsive. You have a bigger strategy in your head that you want to execute or that you want to work around. So some of you might be, right now giving some presentations for starting up new projects. Maybe you want investors, maybe you want people to be on board with you. So this energy is all about creativity, getting creative, on the spontaneous creativity. This is mental agility, where you can think of ideas and things to say right then and there. Ask the right questions, connect with the right people, right? So if you are in that leadership position that's giving presentations, you are drawing in a lot of attention, Aquarius. People are inspired, people are drawn towards your ideas and how you're presenting it. So you're very charismatic at this point in time. But again, this is not a moment to be impulsive. Use the opportunity, say things at the right time, and it might ask you to, take some calculated risks, but then don't be blindsided. So you need to have that strategy in your mind. And snake energy is always about shedding skins, shedding old beliefs. So you will need to leave some aspect, thinking, thought, idea, resource plan behind in order to tap into an opportunity which is right ahead of you. This is like a huge mega moment. If you see, like, it looks like, the golden and red rays coming through with the wand, which is sprouting. So there is growth, there is ideas, there's creativity, there is fast movement. This is like a high vibe, high energy project, Aquarius, that you're working on. And I feel that it will take a lot of charisma and creativity and perfect timing, when to say what, when to do what. It's like, just like, the Taylor Swift, the tour. If you were able to see glimpses of that Eras tour that she had, it was like so many shows were planned for her. And it was really fast moving, right? And it was such high energy. It was a charged show. It was a charged tour. And she was so graceful, so charismatic, and the timing was right. So how she planned out her tour, that kind of timing was very important for that, to the successful execution of our project. So similarly for you, this is something about taking calculated leaps forward, whether it's changing careers or whether it's rising in your own company. This could be also, it is also a travel kind of energy that I'm getting, that you have to go travel far and wide to get people or investors or network with people, be far and wide. So, Aquarius, this is powerful energy. Go be that Iron Man, if you know what I'm talking about. Iron Man was so charismatic and used to think on his feet, and he was so inspired and driven and things like that. And he wouldn't care, even if the dealer was not available to him, he'd just take that leap forward. But don't be impulsive. And these being general energies, they're going to play out differently, either in your own personal life or in the environment around you. So let me know how these energies are playing out for you, Aquarius, and hope you enjoyed your messages. So thank you guys for joining. Please subscribe and hit the like if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye for now.